Welcome. Your daily grounding check-in starts now. So, take a deep breath, release the noise, set the intention. Today's Coffee and Cards reading is here to help you reconnect with your intuition, your energy, and the path unfolding in front of you. Not prediction, not fear, just guidance, reflection, and truth. So, grab your coffee while I shuffle the cards, and let's see what Spirit wants you to know today. Hey fam! So this morning I was organizing decks before my coffee ritual. Now, when you own nearly 300 tarot decks, choosing one can quickly turn into a rabbit hole. Some decks live on my table. Others sit quietly on the shelf for months before suddenly demanding attention. Today it was the Thoth Tarot, Aleister Crowley's deck. Not one I reach for very often. The second I picked it up, my brain immediately saw Darth Vader. Then Yoda showed up. Then I heard, "Luke, I am your father." Apparently my subconscious wasn't being subtle today. My immediate reaction? What in the Comic-Con is happening in my head before coffee? Naturally, I wanted answers. Crowley spent much of his life cultivating a reputation as the bad boy of the occult. The newspapers called him the wickedest man in the world. Personally, I think Crowley understood the power of becoming a myth. Love him or hate him, over a century later, people are still debating who the man really was. Which is probably why my brain instantly filed him under the Darth Vader category. Not because he was evil, because he represents the shadow, the rebel, the controversial teacher willing to explore places most people fear to go. Meanwhile, little Yoda was sitting on my other shoulder whispering mystical nonsense. Yoda, Crowley, Wait, a trifecta of mystics hanging out in my kitchen before coffee. Totally normal Tuesday. Maybe today's Jedi Council meeting isn't about choosing the light side or the dark side. Maybe it's about understanding both. Now, let's see what the cards have to say. Before today's card even came out, one card made itself known. The Five of Cups. Disappointment. It simply flipped over while I was shuffling, like it wanted to be seen. Interesting. I tucked it away and kept shuffling. Then today's card appeared, the Emperor. And underneath it all was the Four of Discs, power. Well, now we've got disappointment, the Emperor, and power all showing up in the same story. The Emperor is Aries energy, fire, leadership, authority. The ram, the rebel, and the ruler. The fire that burns everything down, and the fire that forges something lasting. That's what the Emperor understands. Power isn't about eliminating the wildness, it's about learning how to direct it. Then Billy Idol crashed the party. Rebel yell, she doesn't like slavery, she won't sit and beg. The energy of Crowley, the Emperor, and Rebel Yell isn't about breaking rules just to break them. It's about refusing to fit inside a box someone else built for you. That feels very Aries, very Emperor, very Crowley, very Vader. Become who you are, not who someone else expects you to be. And that's when today's reading took an unexpected turn. Vader mastered the Force. He gained power. He became feared, respected, legendary. In many ways, he became exactly what he thought he wanted. But he didn't start out wanting power. Anakin wanted to protect the people he loved. And somewhere along the way, he traded one for the other. And yet, he wasn't happy. That's the uncomfortable truth hiding inside today's cards. Sometimes we spend years building the career, building the business, building the life, becoming the Emperor, only to arrive at the top and discover it wasn't actually what we were looking for. The Five of Cups reminds us that achievement and fulfillment aren't always the same thing. Success and happiness aren't always the same thing. Because underneath the title, underneath the accomplishments, underneath the image we present to the world, there's still a human being asking, what did it cost me? Was it worth it? Maybe that's why the Five of Cups showed itself first. The thing Vader wanted most wasn't power, it was connection. Maybe that's the shadow side of the Emperor, not failure, not weakness, but discovering that the thing you've been chasing isn't actually the thing you're missing. Sometimes life's cruel joke isn't failing. Sometimes the cruel joke is succeeding, getting exactly what you thought you wanted, and realizing it didn't give you what you were really searching for. Maybe that's why Yoda showed up. Vader sought power. The Emperor sought mastery. Yoda taught wisdom. Funny how the smallest guy in the room may have understood the Force better than everyone else. Today's message isn't about becoming more powerful. It's about asking yourself why you're chasing what you're chasing. Because the rebel, the ruler, the teacher, and even the villain eventually arrive at the same question. What truly matters? And is the price you're paying worth it? Funny how the deeper mysteries keep reminding us that what truly matters can't be measured by titles, trophies, or thrones. Well, fam, that was today's coffee and cards. Hopefully, somewhere between the coffee, the signs, the music, and the cards, you found a message your soul needed to hear today. Remember, only take what resonates, leave the rest, and make sure to pour back into yourself today. If this reading hit home and you want a deeper, personal reading tailored to your energy and situation, Spirit and Root Tarot offers personalized tarot guidance for clarity, reflection, healing, and insight. Check out the website at spiritroottarot.com. Well, until next time, as always, I'll see you in the cards.